Good afternoon, learners. This is your teacher, Sir Mulan, and welcome to our part two of our video tutorial. And it is continuation of our lesson, which is complex fractions and combined operations with rational expressions. And as a reminder, we have two objectives in this particular lesson. First objective is simplify complex fractions. And our last objective is, of course, simplify expressions involving um, combined operations of rational expressions. Okay. So for our first example, let's say we have 1, 1 minus 1 over x minus 6 over x squared all over 1 minus 3 over x. All right, so at first look, this is a complex thing. And like I have said before, complex is just a word. We will solve this with the things that we already know. All right, and what are those things that we already know? Of course, looking for the LCD, subtracting rational expressions with different denominators, ano pa, factoring kung kailangan, cancellation kung may mga factors na pwedeng ma-cancel sa numerator and sa denominator. And siya nga pala, this page is dedicated for our Scratch. So let's solve this first problem. All right, first is we have to express this, perform subtraction, and we know that 1 is also a fraction whose denominator is also 1. Yun. So represent lang natin dito 1 over 1 minus 1 over x minus 6 over x squared. All right, and since we have the same variable with different value of exponent, we are going to pick or choose the one with the highest exponent. And in our case, our LCD is x squared. Let's say if we multiplied it with this constant 1, x squared pa rin lang naman yung sagot. All right, and this would be our main fraction bar. So ito x squared divided by 1 is equivalent to x squared times 1. So we have x squared minus, bakit minus? Kasi minus sign ito. So next thing is yung denominator, yung LCD natin, x squared will be divided by this x. It will be equivalent to x squared divided by x, simply x times the numerator, which is 1. So x times 1 is equivalent to x. Minus, bakit ka mo? Kasi minus 2. And for our last term, x squared divided by this denominator, which is also x squared. So x squared divided by x squared is simply equivalent to 1 times 6. So that would be equivalent to 6. Next. Katulad din ng dati, yung 1 na to, so denominator naman yung asikasuhin natin. Denominator is also 1 minus 3 over x. And multiply lang natin yung denominators. 1 times x is simply x. That will be our LCD. So LCD x divided by this first denominator, which is 1, is simply equivalent to x times 1. So x times 1 is also equivalent to x. Minus, kasi naka-minus siya. Yung LCD na x to be divided by this denominator, x over x is equivalent to 1 times 3 equivalent to 3. So yan, na-represent na natin yung original complex fractions to this fraction pa rin. Alright? And like I said earlier on the first part, this main fraction bar will serve as our division operator. So let's represent this. Yung numerator na to be divided by the denominator. Siya nga pala, yung numerator ng numerator, this one, will factor it out. So we are going to think of factors ni negative 6 that when we add those factors, it should be equivalent to negative 1. Factors ni negative 6 that when we add those factors, it should be equivalent to negative 1. All right, so let's write those factors. So, x, x. So, negative siya. Malamang merong negative. And that would be, anong factor 6? 3 and 2. Or 2 and 3. So, dito since negative siya, mas malaki yung negative value, which is 3. So, mag-plus tayo ng 2. If you perform FOIL method, you'll simply arrive dito. All over x squared divided by yung denominator natin, which is x minus 3 all over x. Oy, yan, na-tear down na natin to this form. And kayang-kaya natin itong isolve. Bakit kamo? Kasi pag nag-divide tayo, since marunong kayong mag-multiply, marunong kayong mag-divide. And we know, we have learned in the past lesson yung KCF. Ano nga yung KCF? Simple lang. We should keep the dividend. Ito yon, x, the quantity of x minus 3 times the quantity of x minus 2 all over x squared, siya yung dividend natin. We retain that, followed by C, change the operation from division to multiplication. And yung last, yung F, simply flip the divisor or look for its reciprocal, yung kabaliktaran. Si denominator, magiging numerator na ngayon. Yung numerator kaninang x minus 3 ng divisor will be the denominator nito. Ayan. So, notice na merong mga bagay na magka-cancel. Ano yung mga magka-cancel na yon? Yan. Teka, ano yung magka-cancel? And that is, change lang tayo ng kulay ng ink. Yung magka-cancel ay si x minus 3, quantity of x minus 3 and x minus 3 dito. Ito pa, si x at ito, magiging 1 na lang siya. So, ano yung natira? Rewrite natin yung natira para hindi malabo. That is, yung natira is x plus 2 and ito, 1 na to. Malamang kasi kinancel na to. 1 din yan. 1, ito, 1. Ito, x raised to 1. Binawasan lang ng isa. O, baka may magtanong, Sir, ano nangyari? Paano nangyari yung x dito at x dito at may 1 dito? Ganito po yun. Loss of exponents. So yan, x over x squared. Anong ginawa? If we are going to divide exponents, pag pareho yung base nila, we subtract, yung base niya is x, we subtract the exponent of the numerator, which is 1, subtracted by the exponent of the denominator, which is 2. And we know, pag sign operation lang tayo, 1 minus 2, magkakaroon tayo ng negative exponent. And negative exponent can be rewritten as yun, 1 over x. Or simply, 1 over x raised to 1. Ito yun. Kaya meron tayong x sa baba. Yung denominator natin. And voila! That is our answer for this problem. Madali lang, di ba? So let's try another example. And let's say I have this problem like 1 minus 2 over x minus 15 over x squared all over Oh, that would be our main fraction bar all over 1 over x squared minus 5 all over x cubed. Yun. Sulat lang ako dito ng ano natin ha, ng sulatan for ng ating scratch. Yan, portion na to. That will serve as our scratch. All right, let's represent the exponent. Exponent is, tulad ng dati, we're going to choose the one with the highest value of exponent, and that is x squared. And 1, tulad ng kaninang example, early example natin, is simply 1 over 1. So the variable with the highest exponent is x squared times 1, simple lang sagot. X squared pa rin yung LCD natin. So, sulat natin, right, ito yung exponent natin. I'm sorry, yung numerator natin. 1 over 1 minus 2 over x minus 15 over x squared. Yun. Sulat natin yung main fraction bar, which will serve our yung division operator natin. So LCD, x squared divided by 1 is x squared. Yung quotient niya, multiply ng numerator, which is 1. X squared times 1 is equivalent to x squared minus, kasi minus 2. Then LCD ulit, divided by x. We have x squared divided by x is x times the numerator, x times 2. That would be 2x. Minus ulit. Bakit? Ayan, may minus sign. LCD, which is x squared, divided by x squared is equivalent to 1 times 15. That would be 15 pa rin. Ayan, okay na yung numerator natin. Simplify na natin, which we're going to factor out later. This time, yung denominator naman. Ayan, 1 over x squared minus 5 over x cubed. Ang sabi, if you have the same variable with different values of exponents, pag magpe-perform ng addition of subtraction, paghanap ng LCD, pagka parehong variable, magkaiba yung value ng exponent, choose the one with the highest exponent. In this case, it's x cubed. Yeah, x cubed divided by x squared. Sulat natin. X cubed divided by x squared. Sa laws of exponents, sinubtract lang. Ang natira is x raised to 1 or simply x. So, x cubed divided by x squared is x times 1. Kaya tayong x minus. Kasi nga, minus 2. X cubed divided by x cubed is equivalent to 1 times 5. Kaya 5. Ngayon, rewrite na natin to. This main fraction bar will be our division operator. Sulat natin. X squared minus 2x minus 15 all over x squared divided by x minus 5 all over x cubed. All right. Let's represent yung numerator ng unang rational expression into its factors. So we are going to look for factors of negative 15 that when we add those factors, it should be equivalent to negative 2. And those factors, pag negative na yung dito, negative 15, malamang yung isang number, isang factor is negative. Since negative to, yung mas malaking factor yung negative. X, X. O, sulat na natin yung negative at merong plus. Anong factors ni negative 15? 3 and 5. O sabi ko, since negative to, yung mas malaki yung negative value, yan, all over x squared. O, apply na natin yung KCF. This is our dividend. We keep the dividend. We're going to change, yung sa KCF, change the operator to, from division to multiplication, and F for flip. Babalik ta rin lang yung divisor. So, yung x cubed na denominator, magiging na siyang numerator. And yung x minus 5 na numerator, magiging na siyang denominator. Okay. Ayan na, lumilinaw na. Notice that there are terms or factors that can be cancelled. Ayun. X minus 5. Ano pa? Si x cubed. Yan, sulat natin ito. X cubed divided by x squared. Empty lang. Parang x raised to 3 minus 2 equivalent to x. Or simply x. Kaya yun. Maging 1 na lang yan and cancel na si buong 2. Anong natira? Yan, mga 1 value na rin na-cancel lang totally. Ang natira is yung natira. Yun, natira si x at si x plus 3 and yung denominator is 1. Simply, ito na yung sagot. Voila. Yun. Do hope nakuha na yung lesson na to. And remember, the word complex, synonym siya sa mahirap. It's just a word. Remember, si David and Goliath, diba? Goliath is a trained soldier. David is a shepherd boy. Kung iisipin, ang hirap talunin si Goliath. Bakit kamo? He's a trained soldier. Paano niya natalo si Goliath? David used the things that he knows. Ano yon? Kung paano niya bantayan yung mga tupa ng tatay niya. Ano pa? He knows how to protect those ships from its predators by using his slingshot. He knows how to use his slingshot. He knows what rocks is the best use na gamitin pang bala sa slingshot. And he knows, David knows that God that he served is not to be mocked. Hinalipusta ni Goliath yung mga Israelites. So, hinahamak niya ang Panginoon. Hindi niya pinayagan yun. And David simply knows how to trust God. Right. If you're facing such complex problems, tulad ng mathematical, unang tingin, huwag matakot. Tingnan. Kung medyo kinakabahan, pray, Lord, guide me. Paano ko ba itong solve to? Lord, ipaalaala mo sa akin yung mga technique and mga methods, mga bagay na aking nalaman para ma-solve yung problem na to. Then apply. Yun lang. God bless, guys. Peace out.